Welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon Ultra Sun. Last time I explored Malie City a bit further, did some side quests, and such as getting a bunch of weather stones. And today I will be exploring Malie Library. For free! You can read all these books for free! I swear I'd live here if I could. I don't want to die until I read every last word on every last page of every book in the world. Anyone is welcome to read the books here at the Malie Library. I came all the way from this far away region called Johto to visit Alola. Is it true you can't use fly around here? I don't know, is it? Seems like it. I got told off for trying it. They said it was some kind of law or something. But then how do folks in Alola fly around? On Charizard. Wow, so everyone just rides around on special Charizard that they've been raised for the job? Sounds weird, if you ask me, but I've gotta admit that riding on a Charizard would be a blast. Thanks for teaching me about how things are here in Alola. Here, I'll give you this lovely TM for your help. TM 76 Fly. Yes, Fly is not an HM. In Alola, it's a TM. Back where I am from, in Johto, this kind of TM is a real big deal. They are called hidden machines or HMs because they're so hard to get your hands on. But here I guess it's just another TM. Maybe you can use it in battle or something. Yeah, funny thing about Charizard and the move Fly is that in Pokemon Red and Blue, you could not teach Charizard Fly. In fact, it wasn't until Yellow version and the popularity of the anime that they changed Charizard's moveset to allow it to learn Fly. To defeat ground types, keep it simple. Just use water, grass, or ice type Pokemon and moves. An old photo dropped out from between the pages. Old photograph shows a girl, a mudsteel, in a garden. Oh, a photo. Maybe I can find out who it belongs to by checking who borrowed the book. Here, I'll hold on to the photo for you. Falling in with the sea folk. The sea folk are mysterious. They skillfully manipulate boats, riding the waves with their knowledge of the stars, visiting each region of the world. With knowledge of every legend and riddle, they at one time received a windfall of treasure. Even they themselves do not know where they came from or when they began their boat voyages. Springing forth from Alola, I became an Island Challenge champion and wanted to show my vaunted skills in a far-off region. But those city trainers were strong. So as champion, if I had just passed the time peacefully, I wouldn't have had to suffer so much. I say, cursing myself, but I want to leave my claw marks on the world. Today, too, will be pushed by my partner to exact revenge for yesterday. Rise with my remaining strength. Yes, springing from Alola. When terrific Tapu travel, the Tapu, guardian deities, are each thought to have made their own respective fixed island into their base. However, that is a recent understanding, and the Tapu of old were said to capriciously visit other islands, play with people and Pokemon, and then fly off somewhere else. It seems as if, for the Tapu, these were aimless trips. But while it may have seemed like wandering, we suspect that the Tapu were trying to facilitate themselves between islands. Some Mirad Sea Move notes. The vigor and strength of the trainer combine with their Pokemon as they bring everything out of one another on a move. Thus came the Z of Zenith. Alola, young Oichi! Since you're out and about exploring on your island challenge, you must already know about the regional variants, don't you? Yes. Just as I would have expected. Yes, regional variants. They arise when the influences of popular region cause a Pokemon's physical aspect and even type to change. If you have a local Persian, the regional variant, I would quite like to see it. I've heard there is a book somewhere in this library about the legendary Pokemon said to be Alola's very own son. This is a book for Pokemon! It must be a very valuable book, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to take it out of the library. Is this what you're looking for, Princess? Give it a read. Oh, of course. Well, it's titled The Light of Alola. I'll just, read it aloud, shall I? The empty sky broke asunder, a hole appearing where had been none. A single beast appeared from it. It was called the beast that devours the sun. The king of Alola before it, the beast that shone so like the sun. The island guardians fought against it, but in the end the beast had won. Then did the beast that devours the sun shine its light on the line of kings. Then did the beast that had won bring nature's gift to bless all things. Beast of the sun and moon, beast of sun and beast of moon. Through their union they brought new life, a fragile heir in Alola born, that island guardians would keep from strife. The ancient kings sang their thanks, for Sol Gallia with song of flute. Two tones rang out across the altar, a perfect pair, ever after mute. Isn't it great? My dad's books are all great. What? I mean, yes, it is. But when you say your father, isn't this book very old? Yeah, it belonged to my dad. I don't know. I know I don't look it, but my family used to be pretty much royalty. I had to have all my dad's books moved here so they didn't get ruined by the Pokemon. I can tell you lots of other old stories about Alola too. You interested? Well, that would be wonderful. I would be delighted if you did. I think I'll stay here, but I know why you've come to Ula Ula. You'll be undergoing another trial, won't you? Oichi, good luck with that. Good luck with it. I read that Ula Ula island's electric-type trial can only be reached by the bus on Route 10. Oh, Oichi, I didn't forget. You're here to clear the Ula Ula trials, right? Good luck. The Guardians and the Ancient Kings. In ancient times, the Tapus served as the leaders of the armies of each island's king. But if they used their Z power in battle, it caused great destruction across the islands. Because of this, the Tapu came to no longer lend their aid in the wars of men. The Tapu and the Island Kahunas. The Tapu chose the kahunas of their islands and entrust them with special sparkling stones. And what reasoning they used to make such a choice, however, is not at all apparent to observers. Oh, you're a trial goer. You're just a few steps away from the trial at Mount Hokulani. Well, a few steps and a bus ride, that is. You can catch the bus from Route 10. The guardian deities of the islands. The Tapu regularly keep themselves closed tight in their shells as they absorb nature's energy. After many long years of absorbing such energy, their shells become hard and sturdy. The legendary Pokemon and the Tapu. A great and terrible battle waged between the Tapu and the legendary Pokemon, but neither side could claim victory over the other. Upon finding themselves equal, the legendary Pokemon then gifted the Tapu with great power of unknown providence. It's only by reading some really terrible books that you learn to recognize the good ones. Starting a new book for the first time is like setting out on a new adventure, don't you think? Hey Mom, do you know how Granddaddy's Pokemon are doing? I hope they're okay. I don't know. Maybe they're going on another island challenge with a new trainer. Dartrix jumped out of the Pokeball entrusted to you. Dartrix! You're Daddy's Dartrix, aren't you? Wait, why do you have Granddaddy's Dartrix? You explained how you were entrusted with the Pokeball. You liked Granddaddy so much you didn't want to go anywhere, huh? Well, don't worry, Dartrix. From now on, I'll be with you all the time. For the island challenge? I don't know. All I know is I just want to be with it all the time. Thank you. Dartrix, you have to tell me all about my granddaddy. Like, why did he never evolve you into a Decidueye? Here, take this mental herb in exchange. I can't believe it couldn't leave the box because it was so attached to my father. It seems like a strong bond can be a burden sometimes. I think I'll take my Mudstale with me. I named her Epona because since the next island trial is electric themed. Ooh, that sounds lovely. I'm going to take a break too. My usual, please. Coming right up. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. But hey, I think I should get to take a little break too sometimes, right? You should. Right. I get just as tired as the Pokemon do. The longer you keep on walking, the farther you get, right? And the better you rest up, the longer you'll be able to keep on walking. I have to say, seeing injured Pokemon all the time does slowly wear me down bit by bit. But it's precisely because I want to make them all feel better that I take the time to properly relax and recharge my batteries. Here, a little secret between you and me. And once I duck back around behind my counter, it will be all business again. You'll see. Alright, I'd say we're about done, yeah? Let's call it a day and get on home. Hey, what are you doing out here, kid? This is a restricted area. We're working here. Seriously, boy? Aren't you a Malie native? We are famous for our hospitality. And kids need to explore and see the world. How else are they gonna learn? I swear. Yes, father. I mean, sir. Yes, sir. If that's what you really want, then I will tell you this random trespasser about what it is we do here. This is where we take care of all the garbage produced in the Alola region, young lady. We janitors work together with our Pokemon towards this goal. In fact, the garbage that the human workers gather is consumed by Muck and Grimer, like this one here. Our president set beside me has a Muck that can eat 10 tons of rubbish in a single day. Though me and Grimer here are still just temporary contract workers. But isn't that an Island Challenge amulet you have there? I took on the trials myself when I was a kid. though it was a bit too much for me, and so I actually ended up giving up right away. Look here, kid. Seems to me that my mucks had a bit too much to eat today. How about you join me in a battle and provide it with a bit of exercise to aid the old digestion? I'd be happy to. Good! You've got Chuzzpaw, my friend, then let's get this thing happening. Yeah, a lowland muck is very colorful. I was exercising to aid digestion, but you came filling me up. Heh, not too shabby. Just like I figured. You've got something in you, kid. Amazing! You even beat my boss's muck. What are you standing there like a lump? You're up next, you useless dullard. What? Me and Grimer? There's no way we could win against this kid. You see, it's just like you did with your trials when you were a kid. The moment something starts to look tough, you give a cry and off you run. You give up. And you're supposed to be my son. How can I leave this plant to you if you never learn the value of a bit of hard work? I can't ever leave things in your hands if you don't give me reason to trust you can handle it. Father. Fine, we'll do it. I will not run away anymore. I will give this everything I've got. Then I'll take you on. I am a man now. Just you watch, sir. Father, that was my best shot. Blast it all! I'm sorry, Father. I really am just a weakling. You're hired! Father? I'm not your father, I'm your boss, and I'm saying that you're hired, boy. From this day forth, I'm making you the head of the plant, and I won't hear another word of complaint about it from you. What? You saw that this trainer was stronger than you or even me, and still you and your Grimer went up against her with everything you had in you. That's what I've always wanted to see from you. That kind of persistence and drive. And that's why you're going to take over for me. But thank you, Mr. Former President, sir. Sorry for using you to teach my boy a lesson. But when I saw that Island Challenge amulet you had there, it just hit me, you know? Take this from your troubles. It may be twisted, but it's not garbage. Now that I've got my successor sorted out, I can finally retire to a life of peace and quiet. I think I can trust my boys' crew to keep on eating up all of Alola's garbage from now on. Yes, sir! You can, sir! Oh, look at all the trees. On to Route 10. Oh, looks like you're a trial goer, eh? I've got a favor to ask you then. I'd be happy. Route 10 here is a long and wide, and it's a great place to let your Pokemon play a bit. My Stuffle hadn't been getting much exercise lately, so I let them out of their balls to have them run around a bit. But they haven't come back. I want to go look for them, but it's hard for an old lady like me to try see all around. If you find one of my little Stuffle, you just tell them to come back to me. They're impish creatures, but smart as a cookie, and with noses that could sniff out anything. They'll find their way back home to me. Will you help me find my Stuffle along Route 10? Sure. I've got 8 Stuffle lost out there somewhere. Maybe they're hiding? This ridiculous power at the scene of a fire. I lost. I was extinguished. My surprise when Remoraid evolved into Octillery. The world is full of wonder. What the heck? What's that? Oh, it's a Pineco. Pineco, the bagworm Pokemon. Motionless, it hangs from trees waiting for its bug Pokemon prey to come to it. Its favorite in Alola is Cootie Fly. Young girl with an Island Challenge amulet, your Pokemon are looking a bit tired. Holy crap, a Skarmory? Yeah, I hope I finally caught it. Skarmory, the armor bird Pokemon. The wing feathers it sheds can be processed and made into knives whose sharpness is recognized by the finest chefs. I think that does it for this episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun. Next time, I will be continuing my trek up Route 10. See you guys later.